a lot to talk about. The shooting is like super loud from my TV right now, and there is a lot of it going on. I have no idea what's supposed to happen, but
alright, that's enough fucking about. Now we do this for real.
I'm sorry, I got thrown off by what I was watching. So yeah, first Resident Evil 2. Then we have The Last of Us being pushed back, and Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil 3, first impressions, and then Last of Us being pushed back indefinitely. That's scary. That is like super scary.
So what's first? Me with Resident Evil 3?
Yeah. I want the world to know of your exploits.
Okay, well, first 2 hours. Resident Evil 3 starts off with a bang. Like, in a literal sense. Like, straight bust through your wall to your apartment in your face. and sets you into motion, but so far the game is really good. It reminds me of Resident Evil 2, but just more action packed so far.
More action packed.
Yeah, more action packed because of all the explosions. The Jill being a badass, which that's one thing I do like.
Proceed to the marked location and secure the area.
Between her and Leon and Claire. Leon and Claire, you could tell it was like their first time dealing with a zombie apocalypse. Jill handles this kind of like a pro. I like that. Like she's
not phased.
Yeah, she's not phased by this because again, she's already one, and so she's been through this. So this is a Jill who's been through this type of shit before. Like even the part with her sacrificing herself, saying, you know, that Nemesis was after her. You know, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead, even though I would never do that. That was done for her to do that.
Right.
She put me in that predicament and I had to run from the man. But for her to sacrifice herself like that, that's pretty dope for you to do that. Jill's a great main character, I think. Don't really know about Carlos so far. You know, he saved her life against Nemesis. And I know the players Carlos, but I haven't got to those sessions of the game yet, so I can't talk about that. Yeah, the shooting definitely feels better than the demo made it feel.
Right.
So maybe people complained about it in their face before the game came out. The graphics are beautiful. Capcom again amazing job with the graphics and the textures and the cutscenes. It's a beautiful game to look at. One thing I did notice is that when you're far away from a zombie,
yeah,
it looks like the zombie is like his frame rate drops, which is weird. I saw it just like twice. Yeah, it was really quick. I saw it. I didn't really break it up on the stream. But when I was far away from, like, when you're far away from a group of zombies, it looks like one or two is kind of like they're stuttering, you know, which is weird to me. I remember that happening in 2. And what else? That one zombie glitched in the alleyway, which was weird and creepy. And he stood there, and the fact that I ran into him, and he still grabbed me.
Yeah, I didn't like that when I saw that.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. But the second time I came through that with a shotgun, I definitely blasted him while he was glitching.
Ooh, boy, there's a whole grenade launcher in this bitch.
Nice. But yeah, the game gives you a shotgun quick, grenades quicker than Resident Evil 2 did.
Right.
That's why I said this was more action packed than 2. Just a little bit. It's still horror though, survival horror. And I feel like and another thing, survival horror. This Resident Evil 3 is giving me a lot more ammo too. Which is again, I feel like it's leaning towards the more action with this time than 2 was. 2 was definitely survival horror. Like,
right.
You barely had any ammo. You didn't want to waste none rounds if you didn't have to.
Right. It was more conservative.
Very. These, even though I still feel like these remakes have the best zombies I've seen in the game, or where they move, where they react.
Yeah.
It still
Enemy soldier incoming.
kind of makes me mad that it takes like 4 or 5 headshots to put it down completely.
I mean, I've never liked that in any Final Fantasy
Enemy
game.
UAV overhead.
Yeah, like that's weird to me. Like you can shoot a zombie in your head 4 times just for it to stop coming after you, and then it falls around, and it can still get back up later on. You know.
Right.
That's I'm pretty sure some people will like that. Some people won't. I wish they would stay down, but you know, because when I was in that city area, they kept getting back up.
Yeah, I don't. So part of me, I don't know if that's like them getting back up or if that's the game saying, they
Come back in this
responded.
area.
Yeah, because I really want to say they just responded,
Right.
but that's just me.
Okay. That could be it, because it was a couple times like they were responding, because it was time I shot the explosive barrel, killed like 4 of them, brought them to a crisp. I come back in the area and then somebody's roaming.
Right.
That I kind of don't like. There should be extra zombies in the area, even though we're in Raccoon City, zombies are everywhere. It's ground zero.
Right.
If I clear the area full of zombies, and when I come back to the area, I don't think they should still be there, or more zombies should respawn. But it is what it is. Nemesis, way worse than Mr. X. They was not playing when they said that. He's way worse. He runs. And mind you, Mr. X, I was terrified on Resident Evil 2. Just hearing his footsteps in the police station, I would be scared to leave a room. Nemesis runs after you. He shoots tentacles at you. He jumps in front of you. He comes down like Superman from the sky.
Yo, when you said that and I didn't see it yet, I was like, did he like just gently tap the ground? But then I saw it and I was like, oh no. Oh, fuck no. Like my brain slick didn't know what to even think.
Like, everything he does is find himself that Superman, bro. That is some OG shit. Like, where the fuck did he even come from him to do that? They're wrong for playing that mechanic in the game. He dropped down like Superman. That means at any part of the game, he just dropped down like Superman in front of you. He came to one save room. He came to one save room too, which is terrifying. And I mean, Capcom lied about that.
Oh yeah.
That he couldn't come and save him. And he came. So, y'all be told about that. You can down him, but it seems like when you down him, you do get some extra shit. So that's cool. I feel like it's more easy to down Mr. X, because Mr. X elemental locked.
I would agree, but there was also I feel like they have, like I said, I feel like they have a built-in weak spot on him.
Yeah.
Battle Royale.
Yeah, you think that one right up through, like, it's going like right there perfectly.
Yeah, I feel like it's that whatever that machine thing is on his face, you know.
Yeah, I did the one grenade that it definitely made him fall. That's doing perfect. Nemesis is way worse than Nemesis X. Hey, Nemesis X on the
Targets are up. Get to work.
You're gonna hate Nemesis like times 10. Like, but great start, great 2 hours, first 2 hours of this game. And we'll see what the rest of it is when I get to it. See what's all left in the sewers and I hated the sewers on Resident Evil 2. I probably hate them on 3.
Right. I feel like you're gonna encounter. I don't know. I can't even put it into words, but I feel like you're gonna encounter something in the something new and something old in the sewers, and I would not be surprised if this game, like, what is it? I wouldn't be surprised if this game just, I don't know, put you in first person mode, like what I'm still expecting them to do.
One last thing I gotta mention. One thing that Resident Evil 3 has that Resident Evil 2 didn't have was the dodge mechanic.
Enemy personal radar in the air.
You press R1 to dodge.
Enemy
To move out the way of a zombie about to grab you, whatever. But if you do it perfectly, she'll do a roll.
Right.
I'm driving.
That gameplay mechanic, maybe I'm not doing it 100% right. But when I try to do it tonight, it was times where she would not move out the way of the zombie, and I don't know if it's me.
Well, I also,
you know, the move it press R1.
I also never heard anyone in any of the reviews say that, you know, hey, like, it took me forever to do this, if that makes sense. Like, nobody else complained about the
dodge mechanic.
Right.
Okay, so maybe it is me. Now, mind you, when I'm dodging against Nemesis, it was working pretty well. So, you know, maybe I'll perfect it by the end of the game. Yeah, but like I said, my first $60 game of 2020, Resident Evil 3. This COVID-19 didn't stop them from releasing it. Didn't push this game back at all.
Right.
So, yeah, we'll see how it is when it finishes. And I'll probably do like a full review and get my own personal score once I'm done with it.
They did like a really good job with it as far as I've seen. You know, like I can't really think of any complaints. Probably some shit that would just annoy you, but you know, everybody has something in the game that they're gonna be annoyed by. So. Now to the main topic of tonight, which I'm like, you said you're not surprised, but I was definitely surprised. I cannot believe that finally The Last of Us Part 2 has officially been pushed back.
I'm driving.
Indefinitely. I think it's what's the word? I think it is terrifying because it is indefinite.
Yes. And just to read, I'm gonna pull up this post. I want to read verbatim what they said. So their message is kind of what made me mad. Let's see. Naruto said 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Have you likely just seen the release of Last of Us Part 2 has been delayed? We're sure this news is just as disappointing to you as it is to us. Yes, the fuck it is. We wanted to reach out to all of you in our community to give you a little more information. The good news is we're nearly done with development of The Last of Us Part 2. We are in the midst of fixing our final release. Cool.
Yeah.
However, even with us finishing the game, we were faced with the reality that due to logistics beyond our control, we couldn't launch The Last of Us Part 2 to our satisfaction. We want to make sure everyone gets to play The Last of Us Part 2 around the same time, ensuring that we're doing everything possible to preserve the best experience. This meant delaying the game until such a time where we can solve these logistic issues. We're bonded by this decision, but ultimately understood this was the best and fair to all our players. We're hoping that this won't be a long delay. We'll update you as soon as we have new information to share. We wish you all, your families, and your friends the best health. Thank you for being amazing fans and your continued support. Stay safe. statement I put out. Now, logistics. This is what I'm trying to figure out.
What logistically about this game?
This is why I did not. The only thing I liked about that business was they're almost done with the game and finishing the final bug. So I mean, this game is basically done. They're in the final bug stage.
Maybe they meant how the game was gonna be like shit.
Okay. So are we blaming this COVID-19?
I would.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. See, okay. I don't.
So you're saying because they didn't? You're saying because they didn't outright say COVID-19 is why we're having to delay the game?
That's what made me kind of mad. The uses were logistics. Why you just think? Why you just didn't say this coronavirus that is affecting the world made you push the game back? I don't. That's what I don't understand. And then you use the word logistics. What are these logistics you're talking about? That is out of your control. You know what I'm saying?
They don't want to. They probably don't want to say that. I know.
They don't want to blame.
I know it would make more sense to say that. But
okay.
Enemy personal radar in the air.
Let me see what the word logistics. Look at this word. Logistics. The definition of logistics is the detailed coordination of a complex operation involving many people, facilities, or supplies. That's the definition.
yeah.
So, okay.
I mean,
So
that could be anything, bruh.
See, that's what made me mad. I was
Because
like,
it made you mad
what?
because it could be anything.
Because it could be. They didn't pinpoint the exact reason, which makes me think that is it something else going on with the game that you just don't want to come out and say? Is it because this is the second time you put the game back? Or you said
Fuck.
February.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Or you said February. You push it back to May.
Fight to
I
redeploy.
went April. And mind you, it was May 29th, I think, or May 30th.
Get ready to fight. You're next.
When this game was supposed to come out. So you got a whole nother month for these so-called bugs that you
Win
had.
here and you return to the front line. You lose, your fight is
And
over.
now
Time to earn your
you know,
freedom, soldier.
now the game will be ready by May 30th or May 29th.
Right.
And the fact that it's flipped back with a release date, it's just crazy to me.
I mean, the fact that it's in fucking indefinite is just the worrisome part. Because now I feel like it's an excuse to say, well, we can't get the game done at all, guys. Sorry, but not sorry.
Right, like
we tried. Really.
the original release date was in February. That's what kind of made me mad too. Like, dog.
Like, y'all were prepared to ship this shit out fucking 2 months ago.
Yes. Could you imagine if we played Last of Us Part 2 in February? Oh my god. Like, you and me would have been beat this game.
Probably would have. Nah, I don't know if we would have been beat this game. I don't think we would. We probably would have been taking our times, bro. Well, no, I take it back. You would have been beating this game. I would have been taking my fucking time.
Oh, okay.
Because the only reason I say you would have been doing that because Resident Evil is here now. So.
Oh, what if it would be Last of Us Part 2 for Resident Evil?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you would have beaten it with all that extra time, not me.
Right. Is it because 2 is Last of Us Part 2 and like this game is taking so long to be made and it's finally Part 2, you just want to take it slow, which is fine. But man, like,
it's a lot going into this shit.
It is, bro. It's the sequel to one of the most praised games of all time. This game is beloved by everyone.
Yes.
Some people call it the best game of the decade.
I really feel like some people who learn about this are happy. Only because they are probably those people who are in the camp of this game doesn't need a sequel. It's fine the way it is. But that world has so many stories that it could tell that I want them to make a sequel. It just doesn't have to be with Ellie and Joel. I'm happy that we're getting it.
Yeah,
I just feel like there are other people's lives we could have told.
of course.
All right,
Who knows what else is going on in this world?
Exactly.
And like right now, I got the last about 2 weeks of that
Moving.
and just this scene of her sitting on this tree with his machete. His 3 people
Waiting.
looking for her, and she's ready to fucking murder.
Right.
Like,
And we don't even know why. We don't even know why.
We don't. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kept this plot secret, which is great. But now, bro, I want to know why. You know, what is her revenge? What is her revenge for? Like, why is she after this group of people? I really don't believe it's not because of that girl. I believe not all is lying to us. It is not because they killed that girl in front of her and she goes ballistic. It's something else. I will forever say that.
If I had to take a guess, and you probably gonna be like, that works too, but I really feel like
Mr. Joe?
yeah, I feel like it's because Joel lies and just says some wild shit like
He lies to her again.
yeah, like, you know,
Ooh, that'd be fucked up.
yeah, like something along the lines of they the Fireflies killed Marlene. They turned on her. They said that there was a cure when they wasn't, and they killed her. And she just goes on this revenge-filled quest. Now, if they are right, if they're smart enough to make her, if they make Joel the enemy by, you know, through this, like he's masterminding, you know, like everything that's going on, then, you know, it'd be fitting that the revenge is after her. Because some part of me still believes that she's gonna have this hatred for Joel and ultimately be coming after him. But I don't know. I just don't know. Like, my mind almost cannot begin to come up with what the story could be about. I just know we just know that revenge plays a role. That's it. That's all we know.
Not a Dog has made it seem like this. They really made us think that Ellie goes on a revenge trip.
Yes.
Throughout this game for a reason we don't know yet.
And now that I think about it, part of me believes that this is why Uncharted 4 is coming into PS Plus this week. I'm a little tired. Part of me believes so that people won't be as mad, because now you legitimately have every great game that Naughty Dog has made, and no one can say, well, I wish there was another game that I could play in the meantime. Because let's be honest, Lost Legacy was great, but it wasn't that long.
No, it was definitely shorter than Uncharted 4.
I feel like that was the DLC that could have been released later. I mean, it technically was. It was just this standalone DLC.
Yeah, it was supposed to be DLC for
Man's
Charter
gonna
4,
die.
Enemy personal radar in
the
the air.
ambition behind it made it longer than just a DLC, so they put it out as a full game.
Right.
But you're definitely right, though. I didn't even piece that together.
I mean, it was just something
Charter 4 came out
it's
free this month.
yeah, it's something I thought about because since we won't be able to play it, right? And then you feeling like they're being too ambiguous with why they can't release the game. For me, part of that is, well, they know it's something in the game they can't really fix and they're gonna need way more time to figure it out. Or they know it's something in the game they can't fix, and in order to fix it, they have to go back further than what they wanted to. So I believe them when the game is done and that they're just, fixing bugs. But I feel like they might have come across a bug that said, oh shit. And then they were like, well, we can't fix this. And Drucken was like, alright, cool, so how we fix it? And we gotta, it's the perfect time. Perfect time for them. Perfect timing. That's what I say. It's perfect timing for them. Because I don't want to see, because think about if this wasn't happening. And the game needed to be pushed back, but it couldn't. Because, there's no global crisis going on. So there's no reason for them not to. Well, they put the game out, and now you discover, oh shit, this game has like a serious flaw. Like there's something about this game that I, honest to God, just do not like.
Yeah, I know, man. What you're saying, man? 100% sense, but it's like,
I mean, it's just speculation.
It just irks me because it's like my nigga, like the first one came out in 2013. Like,
so
7 years.
So, but you gotta think they were working on. You gotta think they were working on Uncharted, and they probably thought that they could get it done. But would you rather them have not said anything and then announced it last year and still be in the same predicament? Because while it was ready to be released at that February date, COVID-19 hits, and now all of a sudden it becomes well, shit, we can't release it because who the fuck is gonna go out to try to pick it up? And we still, best believe, we want the maximum sales possible.
See, that's something I want to talk about. Thank you for saying that. That's another reason why I think they pushed it back.
You think
these niggas wanna break fucking records when that shit drop.
You can't break no records when niggas is out sick.
Right, but see, that's another thing. The Last of Us 2 came out, let's say next week. You think this COVID-19 shit would stop niggas from buying that shit this week?
No, shit, it wouldn't stop me.
It won't stop me neither.
Nigga, I would miss paying a bill to fucking have this game in my hands.
I would call out of work. I have yet to do this at my job, but I would tell my boss, yo, I would straight up lie to her, like, yo, I feel good. I won't be able to make it to work today.
Right.
Nigga, I would drive straight to Best Buy and buy that game and go home and play it the entire day.
And you know what would be fucking hilarious? Is if you went to Best Buy and saw this bitch in line buying the same game. You're like, oh, Mr. Robert, so you're sick, but you out here buying this game. Okay.
Only 25 left. Pick up the good
Bitch, you ain't never neither.
Right.
No, she don't gotta be in line buying the game. She's gotta be in Best Buy, period. Just in there, shopping for anything. You see me in line with that one too.
Man.
I'll be like, oh, so I just started feeling good like 30 minutes ago. but it's already like.
Oh, okay. So you're doing half a day.
Like, nah.
Nah, I ain't say all of that now. Shit, you got nigga fucked up.
But man, like, that's why I don't get like.
Dang,
and
man.
then if it's the COVID-19 shit, say that shit on your statement.
I mean,
say this COVID-19 is preventing you, because we don't know how now though. It's like what they're doing with this COVID-19 shit. They niggas work
right. Not even that, but like after that crunch time thing that came out,
yeah.
part of me is like ooh.
Like, come on, crunch time for what? The game got pushed back again. Like, is it crunch time or not? God damn. Like, damn, like, oh, God. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. And I know some part 1 came out in 2013. Uncharted 4 came out in 2020. They made Neil Druckmann come over on Uncharted 4, which prolonged the last part 2 to me. Fine. Uncharted 4 was fucking great. Uncharted 4 came out in 2016. 4 years for the last part 2 to come out. That February release date, I have no idea what the fuck I was thinking when they released it out. Like, in my mind, I seriously think that, I just said that, I just honestly think they said that for hype.
For hype?
Bro, there's no way that you said February. Then not put like 2 weeks later. Push it back to May. 3 months later.
You outside.
And then push back. Come on, man.
Enemies in the area.
I don't know why you said the February release date. I don't know what was on their mind when they said that shit. Like, I don't know. And if it would have came out of February, like you said, this was before the COVID shit.
Finish the job.
This shit could have came. Like, if it would just stuck with a February date, we would have played it. Well, I would have played it at least. I don't know where you would have been in the game, but I would have played it. I would have beat it by now. But it's like, come on, like, tell me, like, when I get this, bro, I'm telling you, when I get this game, whenever this game come out, this better be the best game I've played in my fucking life. I'm trying to tell you, bro, this shit blow my mind.
I still feel like it could. This is so complicated because it's like I don't know what good I can say to defend it, but I don't want to like say anything bad. But if I had to be like perfectly clear, I feel like I honestly feel like the gameplay mechanics are what's gonna make it, you know, good. Yeah.
Yeah, because again,
there are 4 people. God damn. There are 4 people left, and the team that I'm watching right now is like they're in the circle. They're in the circle. One nigga just got gunned down. Okay. They're probably gonna win.
This shit crazy, bro. Like, and I'm gonna say this too. Ghost shit.
Yeah. Nothing.
Comes out a month later. June 26th.
Right.
What are they gonna do about that?
Is Not about making that too?
No. I'm just saying. Okay.
You're just saying that it's coming out as well, and ain't nobody said nothing about it. I mean, this is all kind of weird because this could be the greatest year. This could have been the greatest year for just for games, period. You know, like I had projected this year to be a very good gaming year. There's no way in the world I could have anticipated like the outbreak of a worldwide phenomenon. Like, I don't think anyone in the history of since like the Great Depression, not even the Great Depression, because I think that only affected like America. I don't think anybody in the history of the world since the First World War and the Second World War has ever been able to say the words worldwide phenomenon.
Exactly.
Like, I do not think anybody was ready for this.
So let me ask you this. I don't see what you were saying. This COVID-19.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the reason why this game got pushed back from May?
I do, but I don't. I feel like it's a contributing factor, but I don't want to put all the blame on this outbreak. Because like you said, if that were the case, you just would have said, yo, we can't ship this game because the people who would have shipped it aren't really working because of the virus. Like, if we could fucking mass produce this shit on our own, then by all means we would, but we can't. So
that's why I say it depends on what other games is pushed back in May, or get like this gonna look crazy. Like, if other games don't get pushed back in May and June,
right,
it's gonna make this pushback and definitely shit look even more sketchy.
So, but do you really want the game to be pushed back? Because if my game is finished and the only thing that I could see myself preventing me from really sending it out is like, I wouldn't even, I would say I think I would just still put it out like Resident Evil did. Didn't they put this game out like earlier? No, there's Final Fantasy. They put Final Fantasy out. They moved up its date because of this virus.
Yes. And that game's still coming out next Friday.
Right. I still don't know.
It's coming out next Friday.
Still don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
In the midst of this COVID-19 shit. Like, this shit's here. Like, everybody knows now it's a serious shit.
Right.
The Final Fantasy VII remake is still coming out next Friday.
Stop warming up.
That's why this whole thing where it's like, no, use the word logistics. What the fuck are you talking about? What? Just us the reason. just be real.
He's like, tell me the fucking truth.
Just tell me the truth. Like, you use the word logistics because it's such a broad term. Just tell us the real reason. Maybe the game just ain't finished. But you won't tell nobody again, y'all. I'm sorry. The game is not finished yet. We're gonna push it back again. You just don't want to say that.
Because that makes them look bad.
It does. It totally does. You know?
I mean,
that's why I use the word logistics, because it's a broad term, so it could be anything. You know?
Yeah.
Like, golly.
I mean, I don't want to tell you not to be upset about it. I don't. I don't want to tell you not to be upset about it, because you have a right to be upset about, you know, what you want to be upset about. I just feel like it's almost like a woman who cheats, but then gets mad because the boyfriend she's like dating was also cheating. Like what you mad for? You were doing it too. You know?
Targets are up. Get to work.
So I don't know. I really don't even know what to say.
It's crazy. It's seriously. Like when I saw that post, man, you see, the first thing I was like, dang, like, I wasn't sad. I wasn't shocked. I was like, oh, fuck. Y'all put the back again. And now back to number 8. Tell you, man. I'm gonna call this that most ambitious project. Maybe that's what's fucking hurting me.
Yeah. Because it's so ambitious, but you don't care whether or not you. Right.
When it comes out.
We're in the gulag now. Fight to earn redeployment. You're up next, mate. Get ready. Listen up,
It's
soldier.
something,
Win
man.
here and you return to the front line. If you lose, you're done.
It's something, bro. Like,
Time to
I
earn your
just,
freedom,
I
soldier.
don't know. I just don't know why I said this, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, if Dr. would have cleared the statement, like, I don't even care they would have said, like, look, the game's still coming out May 29th. But due to circumstances, you have to buy editions. I would be fine. I don't gotta go to the store and pick it up. I will buy it for packages and put out digitally.
Right.
You know, this be like, you know, due to this virus, physical copies gonna be not as plentiful as we like it to be. So you might have to just buy
Learn
this.
from the Vader's a proper teacher.
I would download
Right.
the game digitally. I don't care how many gigs it was on, how long my Wi-Fi takes to download it. I will download it and play it again. Going back to the sales part.
Enemy personal radar in the air.
When they put up this game, Sony and Naughty Dog wanna brag and
Yeah.
be like, our game sold this many copies
Yeah, I believe
in
that.
this amount of time. Sequel to the one of the best
Wait.
games of all time.
So you think it's defeat their
They
ego?
want all
Like
their praise. A little bit.
part,
That's
you know,
part of
I
it.
agree with you because I feel like part of me believes or wants to believe that they're doing this to prove, yeah, we crunch, everyone does it, but you cannot be mad with the results. I think that's, I also think that's the message they want to send. Like we're crunching, but hey, when you making Uncharted 4s and goddamn, when you making Uncharted 4s and Last of Us Part 2s, all of a sudden that crunch don't look so goddamn bad. Cause y'all niggas is playing the game that we made for y'all. Our blood, sweat, and tears.
Exactly.
So, I mean, cause we could have just not released this bitch. But did we do that? Nah, we decided to give y'all what the fuck y'all wanted.
Last
Which
was
was,
could have been one game. That could have been it.
right.
Oh, that's how to make a part 2.
But did we do that to y'all? Hell no.
Hell no, you know. So y'all motherfuckers want to wait.
Right. Your non-patience having asses.
Like, that shit might as well be a goddamn PS5.
PS5 exclusive. Every game that's coming out after May might as well be a PS5 exclusive. All them games that got pushed back to September, might as well just put them shits on the PS5.
Tell you, man.
And then I don't know if I read this in an article or if like another YouTuber said this, but this might affect the release of these consoles. They make it seem like it won't, but I wholeheartedly feel like these consoles will be heavily impacted by
I think
by
Sony and
this.
Microsoft don't want to accept the fact because they both of systems probably coming out in November, which is right before the holidays. Which is when they know which they know everybody's gonna rush out to fucking buy them.
Oh yeah, of course.
They don't want to push it back to 2021 because then they have to probably push it back a whole fucking year till before the holidays again. They know before holiday sales are the biggest.
Oh yeah. All them discounts. I feel like every time I get on my fucking PlayStation, it's like a not a bundle, but it's an advertisement for like a spring sale or an Easter sale or March Madness sale. You know, like it's just something.
On a side note, that spring sale, that shit is pretty fucking awesome. I don't know if you looked at it.
I have not, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, give me what's a good deal on that then.
The one I saw that caught my attention was the one Del Stranding. That motherfucker was half off.
I already have that, so I got that when I got this system. So you got to choose something else to impress me. The new one?
You got that too. The new one. It was $15.
Good lord.
Borderlands 3 is half off.
Ooh, so $30. I can play Borderlands 3 right now for $30.
Yep.
How long does it sell?
Until
Cause I'll pick up Borderlands.
Borderlands 3 is until April 20th, my nigga, to the end of the month.
Damn.
Nigga, this
Yeah, I am buying that game. I'm buying that game.
Half off. $59.99 scratched off. It's $29.99. Nigga, half off.
$29.99.
$30, bro.
Yeah, I'm buying that game before the end of this month. I don't care what anyone says or thinks. And when I do, I will be playing that bitch alongside you and Sean.
Perfect. My shit been sitting on the damn shelf.
So when you beat Resident Evil 3, we will use the remainder of this time while games figures out what the fuck is going to do with itself to just be complete and utter assholes in this cartoonish first-person shooter.
Oh hell yeah! Perfect.
And me, I just can't wait. I slick want to go ahead and get this shit now, but I need to hold on to the cash that I have. Yes.
Or Kingdom Hearts 3, my nigga.
Regina has that, so I'm good.
I'm just talking
and she hasn't.
That shit $17.99.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that shit say $59.99 scratched off. This shit $17.
This how you know that game didn't do good.
I'm about to buy that. I'm about to buy that shit digitally.
Damn.
I'm about to buy that shit digitally, bro. I already know if I'm gonna touch it.
It's crazy. It's crazy because, like I told you, I haven't been back to that series in a minute. But I also told you that Regina had bought this game. She had bought this game. I've never really seen her play it like that.
Damn, she did beat Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah. I mean, and this was before, like, the robbery. So,
yeah.
I don't think I really saw her play the game like that. I think she just likes the worlds and stuff like that. Like, playing video games, for some reason, playing video games for her is a bit of a struggle for some reason. Like, I don't want to say she doesn't have the urge to want to play, but she gets bored very quickly playing what she plays. And then when I recommend something for her to play, it's either not of interest to her, or I don't know, I think it's too complicated for her. Or she may feel it's too complicated for her, rather. So, I cannot figure out how to alleviate that for her.
Yeah, it sounds like a very complicated situation.
Exactly.
Days Gone is $25.
Gotta finish that game someday.
They got Naruto shit put in Ultimate Ninja Store. All 3 games.
Trilogy? I know the game had. Well, you know what? I knew about the last one, and I think I remember the first one. You know what I want? I want a really good Bleach game. And I think the last time there was a really good Bleach game, it was on the PSP or the Wii, or maybe both. And it was called Heat the Soul. And didn't you tell me that Bleach was coming back to Tsunami?
Bleach is they announced the anime is the anime is coming back.
I cannot wait.
Me neither.
We're in the safe zone. Watch for enemies.
Actually, you know what's funny? I actually might buy Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't care if I never touch this game. I just might buy it.
What? So we just giving Square Enix money.
$17.99.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind.
$18.
Every time I be thinking about buying a game that's like digital, I really have to like remind myself, yo, this bitch is digital, which means you need to have space for this.
True. There's no physical copy.
Right. So
Kingdom Hearts all in one package is $29.99.
$29.99. So wait a minute, you could get all the games for $30 versus that one game for $17. Why not do that?
This shit is $100.
Never. I thought you just said it was 29 something.
No, I'm saying they got the original price. You know, they got the original price. The original price of this shit is $99.99.
Oh fuck no! Square Enix is reaching for my wallet before I can even decide if I want to reach for my wallet.
Moving.
Oh yeah, that shit come with Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 remix and the 2.8 Final Chapter prologue and Kingdom Hearts 3.
That story is confusing as fuck. I didn't follow anything in that game.
It's just every Kingdom Hearts game and 3. Like,
I thought you were gonna say that sounds like a you problem. I followed it perfectly.
It's just 112 gigabytes.
112 gigabytes actually isn't that bad.
I don't think, but see, I'm that type of guy, man. Like,
You want the space?
I don't know. I just don't want to go back to every Kingdom Hearts game.
Oh no, hell no, shit. Like I said, I'm barely finishing the first one.
But that's because the first one is the first one. I'm telling you, 2.
Oh, I know. Oh, speaking of the first one, that dude I told you about that I had a conversation with about Dead Space and Resident Evil, I happened to ask him if he had played Fighters. He said yes, but his system, he says, is at a relative's house, and it got me thinking. When I came across him again, I said, "Hey man, you play Spider-Man?" And he was like, "I played Spider-Man on PS like 2." And I was like, "So you haven't played the new one?" He's like, "Nah, not really." And I was like, "Ooh, sir, what the fuck is wrong with you? Your gaming resume is fucking hilarious to me. Like you have games that I've played that are like classics, but you don't have like none of the new shit. Like, what the fuck is going on?" And that's when he explained to me that his his PlayStation wasn't like at the house that he's living at. So then I asked him, and this shit immediately made me think of you, because I know how passionate you are about this series. Like, you're probably more passionate about this series than I am about anything that I'm passionate about. I asked him if he had played Uncharted. He said, "Yeah, I played Uncharted." I said, "Whew, okay. Did you play Uncharted 4? He was like, "No, I think I just played the first one." And I said, "What?" like it was almost like every time I asked him, it felt like every time I asked him a question, I would get a positive response and then immediately get like an adverse reaction to him having responded. So then, and then he told me, he said, "I did enjoy the multiplayer though." And I fucking choked on my spit and said, "Wait a minute." The first one didn't, right? I said the first one didn't have no multiplayer. He was like, "Nah, bro, it had multiplayer." No, the fuck it didn't. And then like this awkward silence went by, and he was like, "The first one was on a island, right?" I was like, "Yes, the first one was on an island." And then he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm talking about 2, bro. It was definitely on there." I said, "Oh, okay, cool. How did you like the story of 2? And that's when that nigga said, "Oh, I didn't really play the story." I said, "What the fuck?"
Oh my god! Okay, so
I promise you, we're in the pick tower, and I want to take all the totes on my fucking cart and just fucking run him over with. I was like, how? And then, but then he said something that made so much sense. After I asked him if he played God of War, he said, and this broke my heart, this man said, "I'm not really into God of War like that." I said, "What?
Who is this? Who is this guy?"
This is just some coworker that I met when I got changed to a different department this week. And I promise you, bruh, when he said that he wasn't that big a fan of God of War, I started to roll up my sleeves and said, "Bro, I gotta fade you one time, because this shit don't make no sense."
Bro, we gotta fight.
Like you need an ass whooping for this shit. Like I don't understand. But then he said something that made so much sense. He said the types of games he plays are mostly sports games. And I said,
there we go.
"Oh, okay."
And
I ain't say this. I ain't say this to his face, but in my mind, I was thinking, "You one of them niggas."
It makes so much sense.
Right?
There we go.
Like it, bruh. I was so fucking confused because any real gamer, first of all, ain't gonna let their PS4 be nowhere that they don't fucking lay their head, and then on top of that, if you play like a wide variety of games, you know you know what the hottest hits are versus anything else.
And what be so crazy to me is like them sports niggas. Like I be like, yo, you got a PS4 with so many great titles to play, experience, but you avoid all of them just to play some fucking 2K or some Madden. Right,
some shit that like that you could really be playing like once every 3 years.
Yes, like the most recent 2K and Madden, like 2K niggas and Madden niggas, and I don't even like them games no more.
They don't. I promise you, bro. They brain is going numb to that shit.
On the podcast I listen to, right? Niggas who buy Madden, who buy 2K, they say the most recent ones are trash.
Well, we already know about 2K. We already know about 2K because it's just like super loot box heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know what they've done to Madden. You know, I don't really play.
The same.
Damn.
You gotta spend your actual money to be like to do some good shit, like, bro. But look, casual niggas who play sports games, they don't know. They just buy them. But niggas who are gamers / sports gamers, like they play the Uncharted, they play the God of War, but they also still play 2K and shit.
Right.
They think the latest 2K and the latest 2 Madden are trash. They do not like them.
I believe it.
I've heard this on a podcast I listen to. They don't like them shits. But casual niggas don't know the fucking difference. They just buy the shit when it come out the year after.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Like, oh, it's a new game. Shit, let me go ahead and buy that bitch.
Yeah, like
I feel like
it was a nigga on my Facebook page that I was trying to get to play God of War, and the nigga was like, bro, I don't play games like that. And I was like, okay, what type of games you play? Then he was like, I'm more for sports games. Like, I was like, well, I'm not even gonna waste my breath. Like, but still, even though you play sports games, I'll be like, yo, this game cost like I don't watch $15.
Right.
Just get it, try it. You might fucking love it. This shit might open your mind to games that you didn't even know existed.
That bitch might teach you a life lesson.
Right. Like, my nigga, he got a daughter. He got a kid.
Right.
A daughter. Like,
if I really wanted like people to learn something from playing games, I would tell niggas to play Uncharted 1, Uncharted 3, 4, and no, I'm actually not. I take it back. Play all of Uncharted, play the first God of War, play God of War 3 and 4. And then I would tell them to finish it off by playing Last of Us. if you want to learn a life lesson from video games,
like to show you how far games have come, like how the games can tell a compelling, engaging story about these characters that are like that you just, oh my god, like instead of fucking Madden and fucking 2K, like it's just it makes me. It's to the point now where it like aggravates me. Before it aggravates me, I just let that shit go. Nigga tell me a sports nigga.
I feel like people who only play sports games and they buy them year after year, they one don't pay attention to detail, and two, they I don't know. They're used to mediocre.
Yes. Like, it's one sport. It's one guy I know, one of my homeboys. He plays sports games. But
Oh, that was smart as
fuck. In college.
I'm sorry, you didn't see what the fuck I just saw.
Yeah. Because we were roommates in college, right? He played some of the games I would get. So
Yeah.
he's like he's like in between. He's like sports games like 2K, Madden, FIFA, shit like that, right? But the nigga had bought Uncharted 4. He bought Uncharted 4. He said he thought it was great.
Yeah.
He's right there in between. But I've tried to get him to play God of War since last year. But for some reason he won't buy it. I'd be like, yo, just get God of War. And he's like, I was like, yo, come on, some fucking excuse.
That's why he can't buy it?
Yes, I'm like, yo, what's 15? Like, my nigga. And then he's one of the type of niggas, right? He's waiting for Last of Us Part 2. What? One of them type of niggas, like, hey, he's a weird one too.
Wait a minute. So he'll play Last of Us, but won't play God of War?
If Last of Us Part 2 came out tomorrow, he would pay $60 for that motherfucker and play it now. But for some reason, he keeps avoiding God of War, and I don't get that. Like, my nigga, I paid $60 for this game. This game is fucking $15-$20.
I mean, they're the same type of games. They're both linear. Like, yeah, you have the illusion of open world with God of War, but you also have the illusion of open world with The Last of Us. So,
and he saw me play God of War 3. We watched for that whole game we were roommates. Like, we all watched me play. They all watched me play God of War 3 came out.
Yeah.
They know that shit was fire. I know the newest God of War ain't like 3, but it's still an amazing fucking title. I was like, yo, just get God of War 2. Like, and I said in the review, he know that she got a fucking 10. He knows it won Game of the Year in 2018. Overrated. He bought Red Dead 2 about to mention that. He bought Red Dead 2 and beat it. This nigga bought Red Dead 2 and beat it. He's a sports nigga. Like, he proved to me that he beat it because he told me how it ended.
That's crazy.
He could play an open world game like Red Dead 2, realistic fucking western, like Red Dead 2. But you can't play God of War?
I slick when I go back to Red Dead just for like the extra activities, like the fishing and shit.
And there's no telling how that online is these days. Shit might be
I don't care. I still do not care. They scarred me with the garbage they gave us. So.
But yeah, man, like he's beating Red Dead 2. He can't wait for Last of Us Part 2. He played Uncharted 4. He thought it was great. But he also is a sports nigga. Like, when I get online, most of the time he's playing like 2K. But again, he has proven to me, like, it's not like he's getting these games and lying about it and being like, we've talked about this shit. Like, we've talked about the plot. Like, he told me, I've seen him play it before up on his profile. Like, he's beating Uncharted 4. He's beating Red Dead 2. I'm trying to get to play God of War because it's one of the best games of this generation. I'm like, yo, I told him, like, bro,
shit. Just get the shit.
Right, like, bro, I love Rockstar. I told him, I said, bro, I think God of War is a better game than Red Dead 2. And I thought Red Dead 2 was great. But I still think God of War deserved that fucking award. I thought it was a better game. I told him this. He still. So I think what's stopping him is the fact that he's never been a God of War fan.
I mean, that could be true. That could be true because there are plenty of games that, like I like Resident Evil, but I'm not a fan or fucking suicidal maniac like your ass. So like I wouldn't. You would never see me say, yeah, I just bought the new Resident Evil, because I guarantee you what's gonna happen is I'll buy it, play it for 20 minutes, be too afraid to fucking finish it.
As soon as Nemesis come out, you be like, oh, I'm not.
Right. I'd have been like, well, and then the fact that that nigga shows up at the point that he shows up, I'm gonna be like, nah. Immediate ejecting of the CD. No spoilers.
After Jill escapes from him at the beginning of the game. He shows back up. I busted through the fucking wall in front of you, surprising the fuck out of you.
I have no idea how like I managed to like call that. By the way,
you did.
I was just thinking to myself like, damn, I feel like that nigga, and I kind of got reinforced when when I saw the game save. Like, you had saved and then you walked outside and then the game saved again. I said, oh no.
This will forever be a rule of horror games. If that horror game saves on its own,
you about to have a fight on your hands.
Yep, and then developers know it. They're like, hey, yo, put autosave right here.
Right.
Because that nigga's finna get fucking
I guarantee
abused.
I guarantee you it's someone somewhere who's saying, hey y'all, where can we put a save point that's good enough for the player but unsuspecting so that they get attacked? And you got somebody just sitting on their laptop right here. Right here in this room. There's more than enough time. It's like a 30-second walk if they're running, which means it's like 2 minutes if they walk. And there's more than enough items to make them have to want to backtrack. But you got to go forward, get the lockpick, then backtrack, and then boom, nemesis. What's your name, sir? Zach. I'm the guy who made the jalapeno chicken. Give this man a raise. Everybody's just clapping. Just, yeah. That's it. Meanwhile, in Naughty Dog's camp, hey man, it's like 6,000 bugs in this game. I shot a nigga with a frozen arrow. You know what happened to his body? He got set on fire. I shot a frozen arrow and he got set on fire. We gotta push this game back again. Fuck.
Man. Oh man.
Like, I really hate how this shit is putting everything on hold because fucking The Witcher 3 hadn't started filming. There's so many movies that hadn't started filming. You just told me Black Widow got pushed back.
Black Widow got pushed back to November. I was shocked when I saw that.
When was that supposed to come out?
May. And they got pushed back to November. Today.
I hate this. Like America's not gonna be safe until they shut everything down for 2 weeks, suspend everybody's ability to have to pay shit, and
now Georgia is now on a fucking
statewide curfew.
Statewide. Well, it's not a curfew. I want to use that word. They're not telling you got to be in your house by a certain time. You just can be all out. Like
at hours of the night.
Yeah, this took effect today at 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh,
6
shit.
o'clock p.m.
That's fucked up because I was definitely still riding around getting it.
Oh, that's up to the fucking cops. I bet it when they enforce it, but yeah, it's
I saw Georgia State Patrol like on my way home. I saw Georgia State Patrol sitting out there, and it was crazy because like, you know, you get on an exit from the right, and for me, if it's late at night or if it's even if it's at night, if I know I'm going more than 15 minutes, I'm sitting in the left lane because I don't feel like having to dodge traffic and shit. I just want to sit there, and if you want to go around, that's cool because I'll be driving the speed limit anyway unless I choose not to. But when I like was switching lanes, I just went and switched through like 3 lanes at once, and as I'm doing that, I see the Georgia State Patrol car sitting there, and in my mind I was like, fuck, I hope he doesn't feel like I'm speeding. I really just want to get in the left lane. So I passed by him, no issues. And then what happened? And then, you know, anytime I see a police officer these days, I just think, are they going to enforce this lockdown shit? Like, my job sits in another city. That city is under curfew. And yes, I do have you know, a paper that says, hey, this person can, you know, work because whatever. But
we printed that out today.
Huh?
We printed that paper out today.
Right, but at the same
that I'm out.
Right, but at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, you know, what if I didn't have to go to work? Like, today I was off, tomorrow I'll be off, the day after tomorrow I'll be off. What if I'm out past 6 and they be like, you know, hey, fuck you doing? You're supposed to be at home. I'd have been like, well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but at the same time, if I'm an officer, am I going to enforce that? Like, am I really gonna take time out of my day to just be like, now you know, I know.
No, not really. Like I say, everything's closed except grocery stores, and if you want to go get gas, or if you're an essential worker, like that's basically what the governor said.
Or food place.
Yeah.
Food, grocery, and gas.
Groceries and gas. That's it. That's what. Other than that, stay your ass at home.
Well, I take it back. Food, grocery, gas, and the motherfuckers like you and me who supply shit to people.
Yes. Or essential workers.
Right. I don't know what the fuck is essential about clothing. I'm sorry. I don't like who do like if there's a global crisis, who is buying clothes? No, I'm dead ass serious. Like, who the fuck is buying clothes?
No, you're right. I don't know. I feel like people at home online shopping. For some dummies. For some fucking clothes.
Some dummies.
Yeah, they're shopping for some fucking clothes, man. Like,
I don't know.
That's how it is now. But like I said, like we had to print out our damn paper today to show to the, just because we get pulled over to show to the cop, like, yo, I work for so and so, they want us to come over today. All right. Or I'm just getting off work. Like, I get off work at 10 o'clock at night. So a cop come put me over one fucking night. Be like, yo, what you doing out? I'm like, my nigga, I'm just in work.
Right.
Like, I got no choice.
Like, I just left this motherfucker.
I just left, goddamn. But yeah, man, that's it, man. Gas, groceries. If you want to get some takeout food or
order that shit. I'm an essential worker, delivering food for Uber Eats, but you know.
Like today, I'm about to see. Like, I need a fucking haircut. But them
oh,
motherfuckers said,
hell no.
You go get a haircut, my nigga. That's a misdemeanor.
So you mean $525?
Yes.
Shit.
I sure was joking about that shit at work, boy. I was sure had people laugh. I was like, damn, I'm gonna get a fresh cut. My nigga, I could put it in jail. God damn.
Hey, you know, I don't know if you caught this, but I told you the other day, I said, I feel like the 4th season of Atlanta is just gonna be Donald Glover's character sitting at the house during the quarantine.
That'd be great. That'd be great, because if I saw something fucking man, that shit interesting.
Right.
He'll do something. But yeah, man, what's funny is that I'm gonna call my barber. I'm gonna call my barber like today, like later today. And be like,
that's that nigga. Do you do house calls?
That's what I'm gonna do. Cause I've been to his house one time, a long time ago. He come out his house. He come out here at his house. And I want to see if he's doing that. Cause I know he's pissed right now. Cause that's just like, I think that's his only source of income. So I'm calling him like, yo, you I said, I know we're part of this fucking shutdown, but like, yo, you come here at your house? And depending on what he say afterwards, depending if I leave. Like, if he say yeah, I'll be like, alright, bro, tell me your address, I'm on the way. If you say no, I'll be like, alright, bet. I understand. Because on the thing at our job, that shit, like, they print out the letter that what the governor said. This motherfucker's like really put barbershop, and then they could put including house calls.
Wait, what?
Like if you cut hair at your house, or you a woman and you doing like hair at your house,
and
they find out, they can fucking arrest you.
Wow. So they just want
they
everybody in this bitch looking like Captain Caveman.
Man, we
Shit.
niggas, people are out here finna be looking rough, my nigga.
Yo, somebody at the grocery store asked this lady that this dude was like, hey, let me ask you something real quick. I can't help but notice your hair, like, what the fuck is everybody supposed to do? They just gonna be like out here looking ratchet as fuck. The girls, I guess she just didn't want to answer the question. She was like, yeah, I just don't know. I mean, we just got to figure it out. She grabbed the ice cream and got the fuck on. But before she left, I'm sitting here looking for the Dutch ice cream, and all of a sudden I just said, now why the fuck is it before this fucking outbreak you motherfuckers want to buy none of the shit that I like? Now all of a sudden this COVID-19 hits. It ain't no fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch and no Dutch flavored ice cream no goddamn where. She like kind of bust out laughing, and she was like, I know, right? Like, I'm having trouble finding my favorite ice cream, but I hope you find it. See you later. And she like walked off, and that's when I spotted that shit. I was like, damn.
Like, this crazy, man. People panic because they panicked recently because they thought that like the governor was gonna say that people was gonna have a curfew.
I mean,
they was gonna shut down grocery stores. Like, they really thought that shit was like should have happened. Like, no. After they shut down grocery stores, like for them shut down grocery stores, shit has gotten really fucking bad.
I don't understand the problem with that. And I just realized I'm sitting here at the main menu for this game, and it's like adding people to my squad, but I don't want it to. Like, I have it on squad fill. I have it on don't fill. That's what I was doing the entire time when I had the thing loaded up. But I don't know. But this has been episode 9 of the Dopest Podcast with your hosts Robert Hardy and Lyndon Habersham, aka RSR Holy, and the other L. Goodness, man, life's coming to a standstill. And I slick want the country to just take a moment and just stop. I want people to be at home, like, not because of this outbreak, but just because I really feel like people need this type of break. You know, if you're at home and you're saying that you're bored, so you're doing all this TikTok shit and, you know, stuff like that, then you need to be like learning something about you. You need a fucking hobby. Like, cause there's no way I'm sitting at my house 2 weeks and I don't have something to do. All these people who are saying they're bored are people who are like stuck on social media.
Like, yeah, for real. Like, I'm glad you're saying this in this podcast. Like, I'm so glad I'm a gamer. Like, this is perfect.
Right.
I just be on the game and preoccupy my time. Resident Evil 3 just came out, nigga, yesterday.
This would be perfect. Even if I wasn't a gamer, like, I'm almost done with The Mandalorian. I'm on the last episode right now. And when I finish that, I'm going back to Netflix. I'm gonna finish the current season of Netflix that has what is it called? American Horror Story. I'm gonna start some new shit on Netflix that I ain't seen. I got time to watch all those Resident Evil movies that you don't want me to waste my time fucking seeing. Like, I got options now. I can fucking finish. They're like fucking 3 stories and 5 poems I can fucking finish right now. Right,
I can finally now start back watching the show Ozark that everybody talking about. It's such a great show now that I watched the first season and just went back to.
Bro, if I had it recorded, I could binge watch Dragon Slayer, Demon Slayer.
Yeah, right. You can find out how great that show is.
Like, I don't understand where people are like, oh, I'm in the house, I'm bored, I don't know what to do.
No,
like,
I hate when people say, You bored? Find something to goddamn do.
Right. Like somebody's post on Instagram said, if you've been at home for like 2 weeks and you ain't like learned something new about yourself, taught yourself a new skill, like learn how to do this, learn how to do that, then you're the negative energy holding you back.
Right.
And when I read that, I said, yeah, you're totally right. On the flip side, if you've been at home for 2 weeks and all you wanted to do was sleep, bravo, motherfucker, you got it.
Right. Like
you complain about you complain about, oh, I'm always tired, I'm always sore, or I never have time to do this. Well, there you go. Shit, it is damn near 4:00 in the morning right now. I don't have to be nowhere. I don't have to do nothing.
That I wish I could stay at home.
Right.
So I could. So like y'all. So I could.
Right.
Goddamn, do all this.
If my job said, "Hey, we have to shut down," I'm gonna be like, "Fuck, okay." If I really needed the money, yeah, I got Uber Eats to do. Cause niggas gonna want to eat. So, la-di-da. But at the same time, I just be like, whew, I get a fucking breather.
Right.
Like, I know some people cannot wake up and have nothing to do, but some people need to be able to wake up and have nothing to do. Maybe not forever, and I know that's why vacations exist, but sometimes a 2-week vacation just ain't enough. Sometimes an off day just ain't enough. Shit, I technically got 3 days off, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this shit is not enough every time. So, I really hope everybody's being safe out there. I'm not gonna say it's not serious. I know it's serious. If you've been impacted, my heart goes out to you. I want you to just do whatever you have to do that doesn't involve harming, hurting, or killing anyone. Like, don't take your pain out on the rest of the world. And if you're not being affected in like a meaningful way, i.e. you're not being affected, stay your ass home and learn to do something. Reinvigorate your fucking relationship. Teach your kids. Right, like teach your kid. You know what I would do if I had a fucking 6-year-old kid right now and they didn't have to go to school? They're gonna be the best motherfucking fighter in a fighting game that could ever be. Mind you, that's not even like, that's my guilty pleasure, fighting games. I'm gonna teach them so good that when they play Sammy's gonna be like, damn, I didn't know you fight like this. That wasn't me. Like, sheesh. But yeah, we're signing off. Everybody have a good morning. This has been the Dopest Podcast, episode 9. The next time we stream will probably be next weekend. If you haven't already, subscribe to Robert H 2016 on Twitch, doing episodes of Resident Evil 3 Remake. You can see the latest one. It's about 2 hours long, so make sure you have nothing to do, like I know you don't have nothing to do, and just listen to our funny commentary as we've playing through the game and whatnot. We made sure the subtitles were on so that if you really want to pay attention to the game and not like are being funny, you can read along with what they're saying. So take care, have a good night, and we will see you when we see you in these quote-unquote uncertain times. I hear my train, so I'm pressing this X button. Good night.